There is a remarkable strength found in a heart that willingly places its life in God's hands. True peace begins when we stop trying to control every outcome and instead trust the one who sees the entire journey from beginning to end. When you sincerely pray, "Lord, guide me today," you are inviting God's wisdom into every part of your life. You no longer spend your energy forcing opportunities that were never meant for you. You stop chasing roads that do not belong to your purpose. Instead, you begin walking along paths that God has already prepared with grace and provision. Many people wake up exhausted, not because their responsibilities are too great, but because they are carrying burdens they were never intended to bear. They are trying to predict every outcome, solve every problem, and control every detail. Yet, God never designed us to carry that weight. He created us to trust Him. Scripture reminds us in Proverbs 3:5-6 to place our confidence in the Lord rather than our own understanding. When we acknowledge Him in every area of life, He faithfully directs our steps. This promise provides a firm foundation for every decision we make. When you surrender your direction to God, He does more than bless your journey. He becomes your guide, your protection, and your source of light. He goes ahead of you to prepare the way and remains behind you as your defender. Today does not belong to fear, uncertainty, or confusion. Today is an opportunity to place every conversation, every responsibility, every opportunity, and every decision into God's hands. You do not walk alone. The Good Shepherd has already gone before you. He understands every challenge you will face and has prepared mercy, strength, and grace for each moment. God's guidance is not random. Psalm 37:23 teaches that the steps of the righteous are established by the Lord. He watches over His children with loving attention. Every step is covered by His wisdom. Every moment is surrounded by His mercy, and every season unfolds according to His perfect knowledge. Consider Abraham. When God called him to leave his homeland, He did not provide a detailed map or a complete explanation. Instead, He invited Abraham to trust Him one step at a time. Abraham obeyed before he understood. He walked before he could see the destination. His journey teaches us that faith often moves forward before all the answers are revealed. God still works this way today. He may not show you the entire path at once, but He faithfully reveals the next step. He provides enough light for obedience and enough grace for the journey. Your faith is not measured by how much of the future you can see. It is measured by your willingness to trust God when the future remains hidden. Those who walk by faith discover that God's direction is always trustworthy, even when His plan unfolds gradually. The Lord continues to guide His people. He speaks through His Word, through His Spirit, and through the quiet conviction He places within our hearts. When we begin to drift, He gently redirects us. When we hesitate unnecessarily, He encourages us forward. His presence remains constant, and His guidance never fails. The greatest freedom a believer can experience is the freedom of allowing God to carry what only He can carry. When we release our worries, our plans, and our need for control, we discover the peace that comes from being led by a loving and faithful Father. Today, choose trust over anxiety. Choose surrender over striving. Choose God's wisdom over your own understanding. The God who faithfully guided His servants throughout Scripture is the same God who guides His children today. He is leading you with love, purpose, and unfailing care.